Welcome back. This is Mike with Hot Rod Solutions. We've reached a milestone today. We're going to be pulling this truck apart finally for final paint. We'll be pulling the sheet metal off today, front fenders, front clip, and we'll even be pulling the motor out because we're changing color. It'll be red, it'll be a different red, and the rest of the truck is pretty much a scuff and shoot. I've spent a lot of time getting all the door gaps right, and if you remember, lots of blocking and sanding to get all the doors to fit right, and the hood as well. The hood was a real challenge to get straight. They didn't fit very well from the factory, so I block and sanded everything all together here, and so now today's the day we're pulling it apart. One of the things I wanted to share with everybody was this motor. I'll be changing this motor out. It's gonna be for sale. It's a 290 horse GM crate motor. That's an old school truck motor for those of you that aren't familiar. It's got the 4-bolt valve covers on the side bolts. This is a 1990 Corvette tune port manifold. It's being run with a 90 to 92 vet non-mass airflow, which is the desirable one, computer. It's ran, the computer was programmed and the chip was burned by HAL EFI. The computer does have a programmable chip in it if you want to tune on it after you buy it, put bigger injectors or anything like that. It dynoed about 330 horse when I got done with it. What I'll be selling is the engine and the manifold and the computer. I'll be keeping the accessories and the headers and all that. I'm putting another small block in the truck. We're putting a 383 roller motor in it, and so I'll be using a lot of this stuff. But this motor will come as a running unit. No throttle cables. Just a motor and an EFI system, computer, one wire hookup, crank it up. It's got a 700R transmission behind it that I'm going to be keeping, and I'll get you some details on that later. We'll talk about the 383 not to confuse anybody. So this will be for sale shortly. I don't know what else to tell you about it other than we'll crank it up and I'll show you the motor running and the oil pressure and stuff. It fires right up. The motor's got 18,204 miles right there on the speedometer. It's kind of dirty in here, as you know. Cranks right up. I guess 60 psi oil pressure. It's a great little motor. It gets probably about 20 miles a gallon in this truck. The only reason I'm taking it out is because I have a 383 that I need to use and want to use. It's a roller motor. Runs really nice. Nothing at all wrong with it. I just have this other motor that I want to use. It's got another 150 horsepower. Time to spice it up a little bit, along with this complete makeover. And other than that, I'll get a better picture of the motor and stuff. If anybody interested, you can just drop me a message. Other than that, I will, on the next video, you'll see this truck all blown apart, pulling the front sheet metal off, front tires, bumpers, headlights, all that stuff. There you can hear the motor idling down. It works as it should. Anyway, appreciate you guys tuning back in. Be sure to like and subscribe the channel, and we'll be thanks for tuning in, and we'll be back in touch soon.